What's up, CrysisHub, and welcome to episode 2 of the Minecraft Stadium Reviews CrysisTV edition. I'm still sticking with that name, that's the best I got right now, so that's what we're going with. Nevertheless, this is a custom World Football Stadium made by DavidH185's, and it's called Strikaland Stadium. So, we're going to jump right into it with the structural design, of course. And right off the bat, the structural design is really nice. I love the pixel art out here in the front with the shield design and the red and black wool design above it. Very, very, very nice. This is all looking spectacular. Also the red, or not the red, but the black wool and the windows here gives a nice different effect to it. Just very, very nice designs in the front of the stadium, the long side here. Outstanding. This stadium is also not short at all of windows everywhere, which is also very good. No complaints about that at all. You've also got designs over here, kind of a diamond design with a little bit of a protruding diagonal design with the gray wool there. And all four corners of this thing are of the diamond pretty much. So that's really cool as well. Also, you've got nether brick or nether rack, excuse me, burning nether rack here for the spotlights. Cool idea, and it's well executed as well. Looking good. You get pretty much the same design in the end here, which is not bad at all. Nice to see that he could actually fit all of this into a smaller space. Very, very cool. Just painting around here for you guys real quick, just to show you that this is consistent throughout, from one side to the other, one end to the other. It's all consistent. And it's spectacular. I have no complaints about the structural design here at all. As we pan up now, the roof is also very nice. Looks good. Very solid. There's no windows on it at all, but that's okay. It doesn't hurt it at all. Also, the fact that it's all rounded from one side to the other, as you can see, it's all rounded. Every single side is rounded, so that's really cool as well. Looks fantastic overall, and I have no complaints about it at all. So, with all of that in mind, I really have no complaints about the structural design whatsoever. It's absolutely fantastic, looks great, so no complaints whatsoever, and I have to give the structural design a 5 out of 5, no doubt about it. So we just got in the door here now, and oh, grass floor. Not a good thing. And as you can see, there's no work whatsoever done to the interiors, except for a stairway here and one over here as well. That's it for the interiors in here. This is not good at all. No work whatsoever. And you can see this is multiple levels as well. So this is really, really poor design. All you get is these little stairways with a couple of torches on the floor. It's never good to put your torches on the floor, but in this case, that's the least of the stadium's worries. Furthermore, it would have been nice if there were some actual railings for the stairs as well, and some proper backings to them. It's just all very, very sloppy. Very, very poor attention to detail in the interiors. And as I said, that's the only entrance there, and one over here for the bottom tier. If you pan upwards, there are no entranceways at all for the second and third tiers. That's not good at all. No work done for the interiors except for a couple stairways in the bottom tier. Same thing on the ends here. One there only for the two tiers there. And I count 1, 2 for the first tier of this one, and the same thing over here. So basically only 6 entranceways for the whole thing, and that's just the bottom tier. That's really, really bad. Giving you another look from the end here. It's the same thing here. Grass floors and nothing else. No attention given to the interiors whatsoever. A lot of darkness and emptiness, just really, really brings down the interiors a lot. So we're in here, one of these corners here now, and if you look in there, you can see the grass floor there, and just a whole empty tower kind of deal here. Just unfurnished, nothing done to really, add to it at all. So that brings it down once again. Now, it may be that these big corner things here are intended to be like big screens, and if that's a possibility, then maybe putting glowstone behind the glass there would have been more significant and not just show you the inside there at all. So that's really, really poor, in my opinion, that all you see is the emptiness there. You can't even get in there at all. if that's not actually intended to be big screens. So we got the dugouts here. That's cool. Pretty solid design. Would have been nice if there was a half slab going down into this little dip right here. Would have been better, better improved and whatnot. Another step up here. But nevertheless, that's a moot point. There are no interiors for the players whatsoever. That's really, really bad. Another empty end, another more darkness, another poorly constructed stairway up. Just really not good for the interiors at all. Really, really disappointing. It's nice that he put this little bit of, looks like sandstone here. That's nice, and that's on all four corners. It's nice, but it really serves no purpose. It looks good, but otherwise serves no purpose. Nothing for the interiors whatsoever. Another empty space here. Really, really disappointing. So for grading the interiors, well, it's not going to be high. I'll say that much right off the bat. There's no concession stands, no ticket booths, no bathrooms, nothing for the fans, no attention to detail for the interiors whatsoever, no locker rooms even, no railings for the stairways, nothing at all here except the stairways. That's it. There's not even a proper access up to the second and third tiers. Really, really poor. So for the interiors, the best I can give it is a 1.5 out of 5. As for size, well, like I said, I didn't say I assumed, but I did assume that this is a World Football Stadium because that's what it looks like. Number one. However, there is no detail whatsoever on the field to give me a proper indication. No goals, no center circle, no lines whatsoever. So all I can do is assume on that front. That said, taking into consideration that this is probably a World Football Stadium, 1-to-1 ratio is a range of 90 blocks long to 120 blocks long, and a width of 45 blocks long to 90 blocks long. This stadium, however, has a length of 105 blocks long and a width of 63 blocks wide, excuse me. So it's well within the range of 1-to-1 ratio. So we're all the way in the back here in the end, and you can easily see to the far side of the field and the far side of the stadium. No problems there. Size is excellent. 5 out of 5 for that. As for sight lines, we're all the way in the back of the first tier in the end, and you can get a full view of the field here. That's excellent. And the entranceway below does not impede on the view at all. Very, very good there. The second tier, however, is a different matter. As you can see, there is considerable cutoff of the field here. First tier of the opposite long end, and you still get a full view of the field. And the overhang here does not impede on it at all, so that's excellent. But once again, on the second tier, the opposite end, there is still considerable cutoff of the field on this side. So we're on one of the long sides now, the first tier, and once again you still get a full view of the field. That's excellent once again. Top of the second tier, once again, you still get a full view of the field. Very, very good here. Pleased to see it. And the sight lines are perfect from this side of the field, third tier. Excellent here, once again, spectacular work. On the opposite long side, first tier, sight lines are fantastic. Same thing on the second tier, very, very good here. And once again, the sightlines are perfect on this long side as well. So the sightlines are spectacular overall, the long sides are absolutely perfect, and on the narrow sides, the first tier is perfect. However, there is an issue, a considerable issue, with the second tier on the narrow sides. With that in mind, I have to give the sightlines a 4 out of 5. As far as creativity, this is an amazingly creative build. Just phenomenal, phenomenal work. It's absolutely gorgeous, even at night, like you can see right now. During the day, however, it looks even better. Just a beautiful, beautiful stadium. Would be an awesome one to go see a real game at. Just fantastic, gorgeous, gorgeous build. Structural design of this build is so creative. Just brilliant work. The amount of detail he put into the crest and the red and black rectangle kind of deal here. The overall structural design is immensely creative in its own right. Just really, really outstanding work. The design down here on the floor, going into the entranceways there with the use of dark gray wool. Very nice, very creative once again. And as I mentioned before, as I showed you before, this crest design, this whole centerpiece of the wall, so to speak, is consistent on all four sides. So that's fantastic. Also very creative. And so is this design here for the corners. Very creative once again. As is this zigzag design on the top of the walls here. Very, very good stuff. His attention to detail is out of this world for the structural design as far as creativity goes. That said, he put zero effort into the interiors with the exception of a couple stairways. That's it, and his creativity will suffer as a result. If he put more work into the interiors, it would have dramatically brought it up. As a result, the structural design as far as creativity cannot keep the score up high enough, and the lack of creativity in the interiors brings it down quite a bit. So with that in mind, I have to give the creativity a 3 out of 5. Overall, man, I'm sorry to say it, but this is really a mixed bag. The structural design is without a shadow of a doubt top notch. No doubt about it whatsoever. The interiors, however, leave much to be desired. I mean, a poor builder could do better interiors than this. This is just barely even trying, and that's a real shame. Sightlines are spectacular all around except for the second tier of the ends, and the stadium size overall is very good as well. Overall, with the amount of problems this stadium has, the lack of interiors being its biggest detractor overall, I really cannot give this any higher than a 3.5 out of 5. And that's it, guys. Episode 2 of the Minecraft Stadium Reviews CrysisTV edition. DavidH185's awesome Strikaland Stadium, excuse me. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm out.